What's up, everybody? Blowover Productions here, and today we are at Talladega once again for the YouTube Cup Series Season 1. Now, a little bit about our runoff today. As you can see, Jeremiah Cash is taking pole position, and if you remember, Jeremiah did a really good job at the first Talladega race. He finished 9th, but pretty much dominated that race for quite a bit until the race, and the show was stolen by none other than Theft King. But he's not who we're going to look at next, because after Jeremiah, if you look back here, you'll see Mike Jones, number 92, second driver to get 2 race wins back-to-back. He won at Dover, previous video, and also New Hampshire. So pretty good job for him. Maybe he'll be able to do something here again. And if you look closer back here in the field, what is going on? Theft King. Theft King is in the back of the field. He's still leading in points, just 10 points over Mike Jones. So if Mike can get a good finish here, he will be able to pass Theft King and possibly lead in points. Mike Jones is starting 8th and Theft King 15th. So almost 2 times the position of him, which is not good for Theft King. But like I said, those are pretty cool advancements made by both drivers. A very interesting storyline. Once again, Puerto Rico is starting up front, but we all know that he's notorious for crashing out in the opening laps, and in particular, quite the peculiar fashion. He's been flipping a lot in the recent races. I believe he flipped at Pocono, flipped at Michigan, actually, flipped at Bristol, flipped at New Hampshire, almost. And he might flip here because this is Talladega. And the track is a lot slicker than the first time we came here. If you don't remember, as the pace car pulls in, there was no cautions the entire time. The race was a flag-to-flag race, pretty boring, and it ended up with me going on a rant. But hopefully this race is more interesting because we're dropping the green flag now. Jeremiah Cash is going to be the first one to see it. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing at Talladega, boys and girls, for the second time. Jeremiah's going to stick to that inside line as we go into turns 1 and 2. You can see they're already pushing it 3 wide and fill the ball off the track with Zeke Sensenike. They're both going to save it and come back up the track, not taking out any traffic, thankfully. Connor Hudson making big moves trying to get around the 92 already. It's not going to work. He has no help. Already, like I said, this race is already seeming more interesting. Almost had a wreck there. Phillip Ball is trailing down the inside line now. JC is going to take that middle lane. Puerto Rico and Easy to be racing all up next to each other. Oh, my goodness. They were just touching fenders there. That was big. And, Zeke Sensenike in the grass. Is he going to come safely? Not this time. He's going to wreck the entire field almost. Puerto Rico up and into the wall. A huge crash here on lap 1. And he's upside down. I called it. This guy just cannot catch a break. Zeke Sensenike took out the entire back half of the field. To the replay. Looking at turn 3 and 4 here, you can see he made contact with the 75. He's going to come back up the track, clip the back of Phillip Ball's car, slam into Geo Balls, and just everybody else went for a ride. Puerto Rico, oh my God, almost went over the catch fence and just grinded through it. That was devastating. I hope he's okay, but I mean, he has quite the resilience at these kind of crashes. I mean, he has crashed way worse than this before, but geez, that has definitely got to be one of the top 3. Wow. And he slides upside down on his roof. Here's another look at it. There's Zeke Sensenike. Just taps the 61 and collects collects Geo, Jaden Williams, Easy2B, Druder Nil. Ufergod got in that. Puerto Rico just went for a ride. The 61 could not save it either. These Geo balls. Oh, Druder Nil hit the 61 almost off frame there. These Balls Animation Motorsports teammates just are having a rough time these past couple of races. On board with Zeke Sensenike. Imagine seeing that. Just press them all the way up onto the wall and into the catch fence. That was a huge wreck. And there is the 12 upside down. But we'll see you on the restart. Welcome back, everybody, to Talladega Super Speedway. Jeremiah Cash is still your leader. Hungry Bones in second. And to round up your top three is going to be the 7-5 of Michael Hong. The green flag drops again on lap number 6. Let's get back racing, boys and girls. Restarted single file. We already got a couple cars on the inside line. Everybody's trying to figure out what line they're trying to run to get to the front. Theft King now running fourth, actually. No, 6. I think 6 is a good position. Mike Jones has fallen all the way to about 7th, but I'm sure he'll catch back up. As you can see, he's right there on the inside line with Tokyo, Bokyo, Lokio, and none other than Theft King right to his outside. Those two are going to have a close battle for the championship lead because the end of the season is coming up in, I believe, just 6 to 7 races. So in that amount of time, who knows what's going to happen? Could Theft King keep his dominance here and win the first ever YouTube Cup Series championship, or will Mike Jones pass him? He's his only competition right now. Big move there by King Science. Went to the outside. They're going to hold it 3 wide behind Jeremiah Cash. And here comes Theft King to the inside. None other than the Theft King. I reiterate, as I said earlier, Theft King won the first race here. He led no laps. He stuck in the middle to the front of the field the entire race, but made a good outside pass on the last lap and managed to get in front of the field and win the race. And Talladega was also his second race to start off his 2-in-a-row streak when he won at Texas just after. And there's a crash behind. Daniel draws hard into the outside wall. He got turned by John Castelline, I think. And everybody just barely misses him. There's more trouble up ahead. Christina animations into the wall. The caution comes back out. Here they are coming into 3 and 4. Oh, no, that was Jeremiah and John Castelline. I guess Frosted Derp was... Ooh, all 4 tires off the ground there. Frosted must have been pushing the 81 too hard. Jeremiah just lost it. Turned himself into the 91 and the 15 as well. Here's a look at what happened to Christina. It looks like the same exact thing happened with Connor Hudson and Hungry Bones. And even Michael Hong couldn't escape it. Wow, that is it's quite the way to crash there. 2 of the same incidents happening just within seconds of each other. Pretty wild. But we'll see you on the restart. Welcome back to Talladega, folks. We're kicking things straight off into the green flag. Theft King is your leader. Tokyo, Bokyo, Lokio behind. And behind him is none other than John Castelline, King Science, Mike Jones, and Frosted Derp. As I was saying, Theft King has a good history with this track, as it was his 2-in-a-row streak with, I believe, Texas was right before it. He won that race as well. Frosted Derp and Connor Hudson almost just killed themselves there, but they luckily saved it and got back on the track. Jeremiah's going to pick a line with John Castelline, the car whom he almost just crashed himself out with. Jeremiah does not want to lose this race. I can tell that he has a lot of talent at this track because he was doing really good at the first race here. And he almost turns the 15. He does turn him, and John Castelline is going to save it. That was insane. What is going on with these saves today, guys? Man, I was saying John Castelline had a lot of talent, but it looks like everybody's doing a great job saving this race. And it looks like Tokyo Bokyo Lokio just barely beat him to the line. That would have made for a great finish. Maybe we'll get a photo finish. Who knows? But it looks like John Castelline did save that, but he did go way off the track. So I don't know if that's going to be determined as a legal pass because he did pass the 81 technically, even though he was already in front of him. Racing double file down the backstretch here as they come into 3 and 4. Frosted Derp and the 49. Oh, and John Castelline's going to get turned again. This time by the 52. And they safely enter the track once again. I don't know what is going on with the 15 right now, but he is he's cooking. Here comes John Castelline back up to the 76 now. They're going to go 3 wide behind him to the line once again. Looks like Connor Hudson has the best opportunity right now. He's holding that inside line with King Science. Two ABM teammates, actually. The inverse of BAM, which would be Balls Animation Motorsports. This is Animated Buddies Motorsports. And right now they're two of their three drivers, King Science and Frosted Derp, the other one being Daniel Draws, are running in the top 10 right now, which is very good for them. And Connor Hudson has gotten a push to the lead. Connor only has 2 wins this season, both of those coming at road courses. The first one being Sonoma, the second one being Watkins Glen, which unfortunately neither were broadcasted to the channel. But I will make sure to do my best for next season to catch every single race and every single moment of the next season. But you can count on these next 6 to 7 races being broadcasted to the channel, because we can't miss those. Those are championship/playoff needed races. So yeah, those are definitely going to be coming to the channel soon. But as you can see, Mike Jones is now making a push with Def King back to the front. There's Jeremiah Cash right behind him as well. 3 cars who are the top picks for today's race, most likely, because all 3 of these guys have important stuff on their shoulders. Mike Jones possibly looking for 3 in a row. Also looking to pass Def King in points. Def King, who won this race last time, leading no laps, but also had a 2-win race streak here. And Jeremiah Cash, the guy who pretty much strutted his stuff here last time, but unfortunately just could not pull it off, but did manage a top 10 in just his second race. 3 cars, 1 driver. Who's going to win it? Def King's going to make a low block there to the 81. That almost ended in disaster. Could Def King push the other King to the lead? The Kings working together. We got King Science, Def King. Both of these guys working together, and it looks like he is going to pull in front of the 49 as they come through 3 and 4 again. I keep getting these mixed up. I don't know why. Jeremiah's moving the 23 to the outside. There's a pace car. There's a pace car again. And there's a pace car for the 3rd time. And can we get back to the front of the field? There they are. Jeremiah Cash is going to take the lead now. Lap 17. Just a little bit over halfway mark then, because we now have... Oh! Def King sideways behind the field. Okay, the camera's not going back. I hope the replay has some footage. What's going on here? Okay, the caution's out. Can we see what happened behind the field? Def King seems to be fine. The pace car's out. Here's another look at it. Ooh, these guys just sometimes pushing too hard. Turned the 23 down into John Castellan and Frosted Derp. Shot the 76 back up the track and took Tokyo Bokyo with him. Obviously not the greatest moment of Def King's career. I don't even know how the 63 got sideways on board with the 76. Oh, that 23 had a little bit of downforce on him there. He saw his car wiggle a little bit before Def King turned himself into the 15. Once again, I don't know how Tokyo Bokyo Loki got sideways, but he did. So we'll see you on the restart. Welcome back, everybody, to Talladega Superspeedway. It's currently lap 22 of 29, meaning we have just 9 laps to go. Who's going to win it? Jeremiah Cash is your leader. King Science right behind him. And Connor Hudson is going to round out your top 3. Hungry Bones is going to lead the outside line as Mike Jones goes to the inside. Will he be able to win this race, or will Jeremiah sneak his first win of the season? Or will it be somebody completely different? None of the top 3 picks. Possibly, maybe King Science will get a second win. Maybe Connor Hudson will get his 3rd. Maybe Mike Jones will get his 3rd in a row, which would make it his 4th win, actually. Looks like he is finding help on the inside lane. The field is very scattered. Tandem drafting is going to come in use here. You can see Jaden Williams and Guy doing it, trying to stay in the draft of the field. Hungry Bones and Mike Jones are doing it. The 49 and 23 are doing it as well. They're just trying to stay up here. And you can see it's working because they are pulling away from the pack. Not enough to stay in front of the 92 in Hungry Bones as well, because both of them have skyrocketed up to Jeremiah Cash, and Mike Jones dives to the inside. Jeremiah not going to throw a block. He probably knows something we don't, because it is only lap 23, so if that Mike Jones does pass him here, which he is, and he's going to clear him, Jeremiah still has the chance to catch back up. and win this race because he still has a lot of cars behind him, and that can potentially help save his chances at winning this race. He's probably trying to be a strategic man here, but here comes Hungry Bones to the inside, and Jeremiah throws a really late block and almost gets turned, but he sticks it to the 65 and stays in front of him. Very awesome stuff there from the 81 of Jeremiah Cash. 6 laps to go here. Will Mike Jones get his third in a row? Will Jeremiah get his first? Jeremiah all over the back bumper of Mike Jones' car right now. He's going to go to the outside. He's got no help with him. Connor Hudson went to the inside. And now he's going to block out Jeremiah Cash. And Jeremiah's got to stick it to third. Connor Hudson did not help the 81. He went down there with his teammate, Mike Jones. Also, yes, Mike Jones and Connor Hudson are teammates. They race for NASCAR Motorsports in this season. So that probably explains why he decided to go down with Mike Jones instead of going up with Jeremiah Cash. But Jeremiah is going to stick it to him, doing the same thing now, and he's going to move him to the outside and force him to go to third unless Hungry Bones can catch up before they get on the backstretch. But it looks like the 49 is going to pull down him in front of him in time. 5 laps to go. Here comes Jeremiah to the inside now. Connor Hudson going to stay to the outside. Almost went down there with the 81, but remembered that his teammate is all alone, but he seems to have forgotten that now because now Mike Jones is all by himself and he's going to lose the lead. Jeremiah Cash is going to get back to first place. The field is very scattered now. As you can see, there's a humongous gap between King Science and Tokyo Bokyo Lokyo. But that makes it all the better for these guys to keep duking it out for the lead. 4 laps to go. It's a battle between Jeremiah Cash, Connor Hudson, Mike Jones, Hungry Bones, and John Casterline, and maybe King Science. Only 4 of the 6 cars that I just named have led the race, and those 4 being Jeremiah, Mike Jones, Connor Hudson, and King Science. Hungry Bones and John have not seen the lead yet, but it's possible that they could here because now the tandem drafting is starting to come back as Mike Jones gets behind the 81. Instead of helping his teammate on the inside, he's going to push the 81, trying to get him back to the front, and it looks like it's going to work because I don't think help is going to come to the 49 fast enough. 3 laps to go. Jeremiah successfully gets in front of the 49. I don't know if that was betrayal or if that was the team strategy. I don't know what the 92's thinking, but it looks like he's trying to get behind the 49 now. But John Casterline is there, so he might not be able to do it. But John Casterline takes the inside as Mike Jones goes outside. So he's there with his teammate. So if they can pull off some sort of strategy here, then they could definitely get this win. One of them will, at least. But it looks like Connor Hudson has the better run off the 81, and the 92 just has to catch up now, unless the 49 and 81 break away from this little pack, as there's absolutely no help to help Mike Jones if they do start pulling away here. But Jones is already on the back bumper of Connor Hudson. 2 laps to go. Jeremiah still leading. The 92 and the 49 are right behind him. It feels like the race got faster for some reason, but it looks like they're really trying to get past the 81 now as we exit 1 and 2 once again. And the 81, Jeremiah Cash still leading. And here comes the 49 to the outside. Mike Jones did not go with him. Mike Jones stays on the inside. What is he doing? I don't think he wanted to be in the back. Maybe he's letting the 49 get behind him. That was very risky, because if they can't get past the 81 now, then there's no telling if they'll be able to do it later. Here comes Mike Jones to the outside now, but he's got no help. What is this guy doing? The 49 is behind him. White flag out in the air. Jeremiah Cash still leading. Will it be Cash, who has not won a race yet? Jones, who's looking for his 3rd in a row, and also the championship lead. And he almost gets turned by his teammate. I don't know if that was like a rivalry or what, but they're ruining their chances of winning this race. Or will it be Hudson, who's looking for his 3rd win and his 1st win at a super speedway? They're 3 wide behind him. No help. Jeremiah pulling away. Will Connor Hudson catch him in time? Will it be enough before they make it to the line? Through 3 and 4 for the final time. And that rhymed, and I did it again as they come out of turn 4. Connor Hudson trying to catch the 81 as they go into the tri-oval. Connor Hudson to the inside. The 81 throws the block, and Jeremiah Cash is going to get his first win in the YouTube Cup Series at Talladega. Awesome job by the 81. Jeremiah Cash is your winner for this race at Talladega. Great job and superb abilities by the 81 car. He is going to get Roblox Racing their second win. Jeremiah Cash, Connor Hudson. This is the running standing, by the way. Mike Jones, John Casterline, Hungry Bones, King Science, Frosted Derb, Tokyo Bokyo Lokyo, Christina Animations, Jaden Williams, Theft King, Philibal Animations, Zeke Sensenike, Ufer Guide, and Daniel Draws, who are the only cars that finished on the lead lap. And if you look at the championship standings here, you can see that Mike Jones is ahead of Theft King now. We finally have a new championship leader after all these races. As you can see, 29 of 36 events. That means, yes, we have 7 races to go. And Mike Jones is just only getting in front of Theft King. Theft King just barely lost the lead. He's now 25 over Theft King in the championship/season standings. Hungry Bones is in third, so we'll see if he will be able to possibly get in front of them or not. The next race will be at Kansas. So with that being said, good night, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, and goodbye.